Well, well, well. Hello there. And welcome back to another stream. Hope everybody's doing good today. Good to see you, Ben. Arriving first, apparently. Apparently. There's competition for the first in the chat, I see. What's going on, Lucas? Misty Hill, good to see you back. Cyberblade, good to see you. Good to see you. Levamp. Jackson. What is this? The usual suspects? I feel like it's the usual suspects. And I've got all the love in the world for it. How's everyone doing today? I'm just going to go ahead and fill up my vape tank thingamabob. But today we shall be doing the Jedi Consular. Unfortunately. Unfortunately. Get this blooming thing open. It's a good job I don't have a webcam on right now. You guys see me struggling. Definitely going Republic. Jedi Consular. Jedi Consular. Probably gonna go for the Sage playstyle, I think, until I get bored of it, and then we're probably going to change that to Shadow. Alright, so this is actually going to be for the Jedi Consular Explained video. So I'm thinking we should probably do something that is actually typical of a consular, right? Like a Miralukan? Something like this. But do we go male or female? Because I was thinking female. We've done all the others as male so far. Sith Inquisitor, Sith Warrior, and Bounty Hunter have all been male. So we could do female this time, just to mix it up.
The Force will guide me.
I think I prefer the female voice, anyways. See, we're in disagreement about the Jedi Consular. That's fine. That's fine. So essentially I might start playing this game I've never played before. Is it true I can meet Dark Vader? Yeah, it's totally true. You just get to level 558 in your legacy. And then the portal to the world between worlds opens up. And then you just, yeah. There it is. Come on, Ben, do better. He used to be top tier troll in the chat. What are you doing? What is up, Kitty? How are you doing today? I think I am going to have to go female, you know? Maybe that body type 4. I'm thinking body type 4. I've always liked body type 4. Am I going to play through the whole story? I am indeed. Maybe not in this particular stream, but I will be playing through the story. And make sure you got buns. What's going on, Fable? Hope you're good. Marcus Blackwell, good to see you. Brad Ricketts, Valktor, good to see you, good to see you. Sure, we'll go for that one. Go fair skin. We really need to change the mask, yeah. My days, what mask are we gonna go for? I feel like that's like the typical one. I think I might just go for this one. Nice and simple. Nice and simple. Name your girlfriend. What are you saying? What are you saying? What is the hardest part of making a new character for me? It's picking a name. Yeah, same as you, picking a name. I had this problem the other day when I actually loaded up Star Wars Galaxies. I made a Rodian smuggler, and I just couldn't name him. Took me forever. Alright, Jedis don't wear makeup. Usually. Unless it's the Acolyte, and you probably do wear makeup. What hairstyles do we have? The shaggy one kind of works. Doesn't need to be anything too fancy. I think the shaggy one works. This one. That doesn't look too bad. We're going to be playing Surge, Jedi Consular today. The game needs that money long. Is Goddess Demoness unbanned yet or not? I don't know on that one. It always seems to be quite a finicky one with them. I'm going to go with no, though. Because they haven't been back to... they haven't been back to the game. We'll go with brown. Nice light brown. Sup, Moz and Farda? Nah, you know we don't do webcam anymore. Not really. Not Greeder, it's Reader. I think I'm happy with this. Don't really need to mess with the complexion too much. Alright, what do we call her? What do we call her? It's fun to name someone you know besides your girlfriend will be confused. Maybe? I mean, we could go for that. We could go for that. Are you the guy from Skyrion? Your voice sounds very familiar right now. I have no idea what that is, so we're gonna go with no. Hey, what's up, Milosh? Welcome back, my guy. Welcome back. So you want to call her Olivia? Okay. We'll call her Olivia the Blind. Olivia the Blind. Invalid name. Da Blind. It worked! It worked! Yeah, let's avoid a copyright strike, shall we? Second try, that's a new world record. You're probably right. You're probably right. There is actually some gear I think I want to put on this character. So let me go get the cosmetics. We've made the character now, so that's good. Let me get the cosmetics. You were just lore in games like Half-Life and Doom? Yeah, I'm unfamiliar with that person. But fair enough, if I sound like someone you've heard. Fair enough. Fair enough. I need to go to the vendor. To the vendor! The one that's currently in my mind. To avoid copyright strikes in this game, I turn down the music slider down to 0 and leave all of it as it is. Yeah, that's what I normally do too. But it doesn't really make for an immersive stream when there's no music all the time. So unless I'm recording or something like that, we're good. We'll leave the music there. I don't really care about the copyright claims, if I'm honest. I'm not too bothered. Revenue and advertisements from streaming on YouTube is just insignificant, especially for me. Outbound, interfleet, dropship. I want to go outbound. I think it's outbound. I have no idea, Milosh, but that's what I've been wondering too. Hey, what's up, Luke? Oh, review of my Stronghold contest. You know, I've missed doing them. They were very fun to do back in the day. Hey, what's up, you hero? Nah, no content today. Just playing some of the Jedi Consular story. Yeah, it's good to see so many of you guys here. It's pretty cool. So this is the armor that I wanted to go with. But we need the research data stuff. Ah, man, what were they called? Why do I not remember what these things are called? Somebody remind me what they're called. Because it's not showing me on here. I know I can get them from the GTN. Pretty sure you can buy them. God damn it, what were those little box thingies called for the vendor? I might have to look that one up. Might have to look that one up. You can put Acolyte theme and you won't get copyright. I didn't know about that one. You don't know the power of the dark side, but I know you have Sith cookies. What's the name of the currency that drops from... What's it called? Something alliances? Fatal alliance? No, that's the book. That's the book. You wouldn't be hearing music in specs, right? On a space station, maybe. What about on a roaming planet? I mean, I suppose the ambience would maybe kick in better for that. But it is what it is. It is what it is. High Republic explained. Not likely, Ben. Not likely. Did you ever fix the credit inflation on the GTN? You know that they didn't. You know they didn't. Alright, that's the Manan research data. What's the other one called? The one that you get from doing the freaking flashpoints. Ah, man. I cannot remember the name of this freaking currency. Hey, what's up, Amy? Recovered relics! Thank you! Thank you so much. It's exactly what it is. Recovered relics. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. Alright. Wait, what? How much are these? 5.9 million each? 5.9 million each. Am I seeing this right? 5.9 million. Alright. We're not having the armor set that I was going to go for. Hey guys, if you need credits, just go grind out the recovered relics and sell them. Apparently, they are worth a fortune. Apparently, you know. That's annoying. That is annoying indeed. I appreciate you telling me that, by the way, Amy. You were very helpful there. Came in clutch. There was 40 mil each last year. What? What? That's crazy. I just really feel like that armor set from the vendor was going to, it was going to be the one, you know? The one for this playthrough. Now I'm going to have to get something lame from my collections. We could just go for the Temple Guardian for now. Kind of basic, but yeah, it is what it is. There we go. Oh look, we can't afford to commit. What do you mean I can't travel to a stronghold from this area? It's the freaking landing platform. You're gonna make me go all the way over there?
Greetings. You are cleared for the following travel routes.
Yes it is. It's exactly what it wanted me to do. Ah, dearie me. Yeah, I've got a few things unlocked from way back when cartel coins used to come in quite a lot from referrals. But, yeah, I don't really buy anything these days. Woo, now I can travel. Inflation successfully, but economy has been settling lately. Yeah, that's fair enough, Amy. At least someone's paying attention to it. Because I know it's not me. You think the Devoted Disciple armor is the best? Wait, why am I in my Alderaan stronghold? That's not what I wanted. Alderaan, I want my Manan stronghold, thank you very much. Could also use some of those keybinds. Thank you. Give me some credits, please. 500k will do. Ah! Log out. Hey, what's up, SWTOR, bro? Good to see you, my guy. Why did I log out? That's what I get for being distracted. I'm not meant to log out, I'm meant to go back to where I was. Exit area, return to Typhon. Sam over there living in poverty. Exactly, Celadon. Exactly. Hey, what's up, Fizzle? Yeah, you ain't wrong, really. You are not wrong. Alright, commit. Yes, thank you. What didn't I get? I did not get a lightsaber, did I? Weapons, lightsabers, sure, collected. Let's go Zyos Guardian. It's an old one, but it still checks out. Looks good. Has that original effect on the blade without a weapon tuning, of course. I mean, you can still put a weapon tuning in this, I think. Yeah. So we could put like lightning weapon tuning in. Okay. Guess I have to go looking for it then. There it is. Zyos Guardian with lightning weapon tuning. It was kind of already there, wasn't it? It was kind of already good. We'll probably change this to a green crystal a little bit later on. A little bit later on. Ooh, bold words there, Ben. Bold words about the consular story. The consular story? Really? A man of your talents? It's a simple life. It's a simple story, probably more like. Hope you're doing good, Aaron. Hope you're doing good, man. All right, let's jump into this cutscene, the very first cutscene of our playthrough.
Ah, Padawan. I heard your shuttle arriving. I am Master C.O. Bakarn of the Jedi Council. Welcome to Typhon. This is the ancestral home of our order, where the Jedi first came to be, and where our most promising Padawans complete their training.
The chance to see where the first Jedi walked, train where they trained, it's quite an honor.
So eager. You and your new master should get along nicely. Your instructors tell me that even in childhood you had a remarkable connection to the Force. We haven't seen such power in decades. I was hoping your new master would be here. Yuan left her dig site and is returning to Tython specifically to train you.
Is Master Yuan an archaeologist?
In a way. As you become her Padawan, never forget your initial training, nor the Jedi Code. There is no emotion, there is peace. There is no ignorance, there is knowledge. There is no passion, there is serenity. There is no chaos, there is harmony. There is no death, there is the Force. This is... Yuan, I was beginning to worry.
So you've arrived safely, my Padawan. I'm sorry I can't greet you properly, but we already have a crisis on our hands.
I'm at your service, Master.
Tython is a treasure trove of ancient Jedi relics. Recently, our researchers uncovered several teaching holograms, but they've not been fully studied. These holograms may be records of the founders of the Jedi Order. They're absolutely irreplaceable. But a large group of flesh raiders has begun rampaging through that region. Those priceless holograms are in danger.
Is there a way to protect the holograms?
Someone must slip past the flesh raiders to recover these holograms' projectors. I intend this to be the first task of your training.
No, Yuan, you can't risk a Padawan against flesh raiders, even for such important artifacts.
A Padawan who was stronger in the Force at 4 years old than I was at 15? Gifted students need greater challenges.
I was hoping you'd treat my abilities with the respect they deserve.
Pride is not a Jedi virtue, Padawan. Nor is overconfidence.
The holograms are in the Gnarls. Be vigilant. That region has dangers of its own. If you encounter any difficulties, contact me on this holocommunicator. When you have the holograms, meet me at the Jedi Temple. We have much to discuss.
You know, I think one of the cool things about replaying the class storylines these days is that they've done so much work on some of the older cutscenes, reworking the camera angles, improving the shaders ever so slightly, and original character models, that it's actually kind of enjoyable. It's almost a fresh experience.
Reminder, mechanized travel
Almost.
is for official business
Not
only.
completely fresh, but almost. Also, Ben, I can't believe you just spoiled that. Luke Skywalker, Sire Bakan's grandfather. Insane. Insane. What would his mother think? Also, I saw a question earlier about how long do I think this game will live for. I think it's going to live forever. You know? It's going to be around a long time. Oh, do you think you could get my drink?
You named it after me.
I did, yeah. Levamp said I have to name the character after you, so I was like, okay, Olivia the Blind.
Yeah.
Because the character is a Amira Lucan, sees through the Force, kind of thing. Levamp figured that when you saw the character, you would be confused because you'd see your name. But I don't think you are confused, are you?
No.
No, I think you're just more like, oh, my name. Oh, that's cute, that. Love you. I was like, I just won some brownie points there, Levamp. Yeah, strawberry and lamb. You know me too well. You know me too well. Nameplates on enemy NPCs, please. Thank you very much. Thank you. Alright. The Path of a Jedi. Gotta go listen to some holograms. Because it is the way of the Jedi. It is the way. Man, no stealth. Whose idea was this not to make a stealth class? Ah, Olivia's gone upstairs now. I'll let her know you was asking, Olivia. Darth Malgus is your father? It's not true. That's impossible. Quite likely chance of there being a bikini. Yes. Apparently ads are gonna run soon for some viewers. Fuck that. I'm not running any ads. Ads skipped. There we go. What was this about automatic ads? This isn't Twitch, this is YouTube. We don't spam people with ads here. Can I turn those off? I cannot turn them off. Okay. If an ad appears, I'm very sorry, guys. I know that's incredibly frustrating. I'll make sure on the next stream that's turned off. Nobody wants to see an ad on the stream. That sucks.
Activation protocol begins. So, after the long silence, finally someone comes. I am Garen Jard. Millennia ago, I stood as a founder of the Jedi Order.
Appreciate the sub. Welcome to the channel. So you're speaking to holograms in the start of the Consular storyline, which is kind of weird and boring, but they're meant to be some of the first ever Jedi that ever existed, or something. So, yeah, it's meant to be like quite, what's the word? Ceremonial, I suppose.
There are flesh raiders in the area. Your holoprojector's at risk. I'm here to save it.
To protect without fighting. A trait I wanted at the core of our beliefs. The Jedi may have changed, but galactic peace has always remained one of our goals. Activation protocol complete. Go well.
Fair enough, Luke. I think we're probably going to go for a light side playthrough though, so we should be safe from the idiocy of dark side writing, if that is the case. Level 2. Yay. Hey, what's up, Elmaster? It's weird how the holograms we find in Typhon are more ancient than the tombs we find on Korriban. Holy shit, that's a really good point. How old must these holograms be? So this bridge and that hologram on there would need to be like 20,000 years old or something to be some of the first Jedi ever. You know, 25,000 years old and we start to get to like Rakatan territory. Or maybe that is the case, you know? Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong. Dates are not always my strong suit, so I could be wrong there. Jedi, not Jedi. The Jedi. How would you even pronounce it? Jedi? Jedi. We'll go with that. Those bridges are older than the Sith Empire.
Activation protocol begins. Ah, another has come to listen. When the Jedi Order was founded,
That's brilliant.
I, Calibrin, said we should devote ourselves to justice. True justice cannot be driven by emotion. We Jedi can set our passions aside and seek the truth without fear or favor.
If you can't feel mercy, justice suffers.
Sorrow for the victim, or outrage at the crime, can blind us. To see clearly, such feelings must be put aside.
Yeah, you're exactly right, Luke.
It has served us
Ashla
well.
and
We
Bergan.
Jedi are renowned for our fairness, our honesty.
Yeah, the moons of Typhon.
Now, that reputation is yours to keep. Activation protocol complete.
More like Jay died. I suppose. My favourite SWTOR storyline. Today it's Inquisitor. It's usually Inquisitor, to be fair. But sometimes I say Sith Warrior. But today, it is the Sith Inquisitor. Because I was recently reminded of how epic that storyline is. Hey, what's up, Doug? Yeah, we're doing a fresh Jedi Consular. We're going to be needing the footage for a Jedi Consular explained video, anyways. If you have the Sith's Pureblood species unlocked through Legacy, you can access Sith powers as a Jedi. Give it a try. It's very trippy feeling. If you have the Sith Pureblood species unlocked through Legacy, you can access Sith powers as a Jedi. What do you mean? Wait, what? Of course I have Sith Pureblood unlocked. But what do you mean? Species? Oh wow, Myralean is the only one that I've not unlocked. Crazy. I guess I've never got one to level 50. Eh, it is what it is. It is what it is. You can use Sith Pureblood species as a... I see what you mean. Yeah. Of course I've done that before. Of course I've done that before.
Activation protocol begins. A new Jedi comes to learn. Excellent. Excellent. I am Ter Senden, keeper of...
Did this guy just repeat himself? Was he meant to do that?
Activation protocol begins. A new Jedi comes to
Yes,
learn.
he was meant to do that.
Excellent. Excellent. I am Ter
Nope, we have a
Senden,
member.
keeper of the histories. a
Meat
founder and
Puppet.
chronicler of
Super
the
Pleb
Jedi
Champion.
Order. I saw us becoming
Appreciate you, my
guardians of
guy.
knowledge and secrets. We Jedi would safeguard the wisdom of the galaxy.
Thank you for becoming a member. Never necessary. Always appreciated. Always, always, always.
I've come to retrieve the projector for your hologram. It's in danger of being destroyed by flesh raiders.
Saving what could be lost forever.
You mean a Jedi
My
pureblood?
thanks. Activation protocol
Interesting.
complete.
Ooh, is a Jedi pureblood the Yoda species? I think we already know the answer to that, right? We already know the answer to that. My favorite expansion. Shadow of Revan is my favorite expansion. Which not everyone will agree with, but I have my reasons. But if you want to know my favorite update, then it's going to be the Dread War, which came out just before the Shadow of Revan. And it was awesome. Truly epic. Oh, I see what you mean, Cyberblade. Are you just referring to Dark 5 and Light 5? Because you only need those to be able to choose the opposite counterpart to combat styles.
Master Yuan, I've encountered a problem. One of the holoprojectors has been stolen.
Stolen? But the flesh raiders don't steal, they destroy. I'll look into this. If you have the other holograms, come and meet me at the Jedi Temple. I'm sending you directions now. And please, Padawan, be careful.
Yeah, Amy. We went the same place, though. We was hearing the information, and we were like, pretty sure that's something else. Yeah, I think it's the Dark 5 and Light 5 achievement you refer to there. Or I believe that that's what the requirements are to be able to play the mirrored version of the style. You might have seen in character, when I was in character creation, I actually do have that unlocked. I had the option to choose as sorcerer and stuff. Storm the temple and do what must be done. You know, if it let me, I would do that right now. Right now, I would do it. Why did I come this way? I need the speeder dude, which is the other way. Other way. When was the last time you guys did this side quest? Pretty sure only new players speak to this guy. Everyone else just walks past him.
Reminder: mechanized travel is for
I don't even
official
remember what he
business
said.
only.
Something to do with the Flesh Raiders, probably. Yours is Echoes of Oblivion. Yeah, do you know what? That's in there, you know. For one of the best content updates. It's definitely up there. The only GSF player in the game. True. Remember when the gameplay would be challenging, the journey felt earned, playbase was invested, game had subs? Yeah. Pepperidge Farm remembers. Rocket boots. Yeah, I suppose it's a good point, extra XP and all the whatnot, but you just don't struggle with it anymore. You know, leveling in this game used to take a long time, but not anymore. I've not even put a XP boost on, or I could go get the XP armor set. XP boost armor set. I could do that.
There isn't. It's out of my hands, Kaizen. I haven't. Padawan, come in. This is Kaizen Fess, an old friend. He's here on a hunting expedition. A sacred Trandoshan tradition.
It's an honor to meet you.
Some people, even some Jedi, disapprove of my friendship with Kaizen. I wanted you to meet, before rumors prejudiced you. First, thank you for saving the holograms. The Jedi have lost enough lately without losing our history, too.
I was glad to help, Master.
I've identified the holoprojector that was stolen. It contained a hologram of Master Rajivari. Rajivari was another of the Jedi founders. He turned to the dark side. He betrayed the very order he helped to create.
This Rajavari's betrayal paved the way for the Sith.
Rajivari was immensely powerful. That stolen hologram could hold his darkest secrets. The thief is likely from Kalikori village. Local Twi'lek pilgrims here illegally. Many of them are poor or hungry.
Selling an ancient holoprojector could feed those villagers for months.
I'd like you to go to Kalikori village, discover who took the holoprojector and retrieve it. But tread lightly. The Twi'leks are here in defiance of Republic law. We're forbidden to fully defend them, even when the Flesh Raiders attack. Relations are strained.
Once the villagers understand the situation, I'm sure we can reach an accord.
When you reach Kalikori village, find Bashen, captain of the village guard. He knows everyone. He may have seen the holoprojector. I think meeting these pilgrims will be a good lesson for you, Padawan. Go carefully.
I'm not sure about any news on the SWTOR remaster, or remake rather. I think something was said about it being changed hands a few times and they're still working on it. Could be 2026 or some shit like that. Could be. Or something. But yeah, other than that, I don't really know about Knights of the Old Republic. And no, Frosty, it is not just on PC. It is also on console. You can play it on Xbox if you have an Xbox. Pretty sure it's backwards compatible too. That's Knights of the Old Republic, by the way, not the MMO. You can't play this game on console. Just so that's clear.
Reminder, mechanized travel is for official business only.
Can I not speed it to Kalikori
Greetings.
Village?
You are cleared for the following
Yes,
travel
okay.
routes.
It just wasn't highlighting. It's the Miralukan blindfold thing, Dogu. Hey, what's up, Josh? You see that? I remembered you. On the new account. Hope you're doing well, my friend. YouTube notifications are never good. Never good. We should never expect them to be competent in any regard, I don't think. Just what you were saying earlier, Luke, really made me want to just, like, delete my account and start again. Because I also miss that grind, you know? Those first achievements that pop up. You complete a planet for the first time, complete a class for the first time, all that stuff. I would pay to delete memories. I would.
Break out another cask, or 3. The festival only comes once a year. Our stores can take it.
Just as well. We have an uninvited guest.
I see. Festival of Awakening, Jedi. You're not welcome here.
I apologize for interrupting. Master Yuan Par asks if you've seen a Jedi holoprojector.
Huh. If Yuan Par's asking, guess we could try and remember.
A holoprojector? Yeah, I know what you mean. Nayland found one. Nayland Rollock. Maybe you've heard of him?
Sorry, I've only just arrived on this world.
Nayland Rollock. Our dueling champion for 9 years straight. He once rescued an entire scouting party from flesh raiders single-handed. He planned our defenses. Protects us when we go foraging. Without him, we wouldn't even be having the festival. And no, I am not telling you where he is. Nayland earns his peace and quiet.
That hologram's data isn't safe. Nayland should be warned. Or do you want to risk something happening to him?
Nayland can take care of himself.
Against flesh raiders, sure. But some of that Jedi tech is weird.
Okay, fine. Nayland went into the flesh raiders' territory. He's probably still there. He's been gone a while.
Then I should look for him. Enjoy your festival.
I think Nayland's got a camp out there. If you see him,
These guys are
tell
lying
him
to
be
me.
back for the feast.
As we go through this, it slowly comes back to me. You know, just vaguely. And I know full well that these guys just lied to me. They are leading me on, they know more than what they say, and they're actually going to confront me later on, and I'm going to be like, yo, I thought you didn't know anything else, and they're going to be like, yeah, but you're a Jedi, and we don't totally trust you, and I'm going to be like, but guys, I was here to help you. And they're going to be like, yeah, but we kind of want to help ourselves. You know what, you'll see. You'll see. Do you know, I think the annoying thing about the Jedi Consular story, probably one of the reasons I dislike it so much, is because the story and the lore itself, in and of itself, is actually fantastic. It's really well written. It's just, the people you meet are so stupid. Your master, for example, you know, could be doing a million different things right now to help. But instead she just waits in a room for me to report back to her. And then doesn't bring up, like, important information until much later on. And then she goes into, like, the coma thing. Do you know what? We're not going to get into it. Let's crack on. Because this is a Jedi Consular stream. And not a Jedi Consular rant. Which we are on the verge of approaching. It is the dialogue. It is the dialogue. It's like, it is well written. It's hard to, you know, say that it's not well written. Because it is. But the dialogue does kind of suck. I know it kind of contradicts itself there, but I think you know what I mean. Like, if you was reading this in a book, you could probably condense it a lot easier than you could playing through it. Hell of a lot easier. Top tier storytelling. Do you have any idea how difficult it's going to be to not lose my shit when I'm making the Jedi Consular video? I've got to go through that with a straight face. And like I'm enjoying it, you know? I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Yeah, I see you guys are talking about SWTOR for console. And what I can tell you is that I'm pretty sure they was working on that. You know, a friend of a friend told a friend who knows a friend who works on the game, who speaks to me, and I once heard that they were actually working on a console port. But I'll be honest with you, when I first heard that, it was like right before the Steam release. And that was like 3 years ago now? 3 years? 4 years? Steam release was like 2020, right? good. Gotta be up there. It's like seeing a book at a bookstore with a great synopsis on the back and cool art design on the cover, but every time you want to try to read it, you fall asleep. The comparison is gold. That's brilliant. Also, I really appreciate you guys showing up. There's a fair few people here watching, and I haven't really streamed that much in the past. Not really because many people watch the stream or anything, but just because I don't know. I don't think I enjoy streaming as much as I used to, but I'll be honest with you, it's nice to see so many people here, and I'm enjoying this stream. So, thank you for showing up. You guys are awesome. Right, I don't think I can parkour up here, so we're just going to have to go the correct way around, you know? One button rotation, really. Yeah, it's not impossible to get it on console, I don't think. It would definitely take some work. But, yeah, if you give it the proper control set, then I think you could make it happen. What am I looking for here? User interface. Show cooldown text. Thank you. You can just admit you're getting old, Sam. Listen, you little shit. Just because it's my last year of being 20, doesn't mean you can come at me with this kind of sass. I cry. You have a couple of friends who would 100% play SWTOR if it was on console, and I'm sure that goes for a lot of other people too. A shame. Yeah, I think I also know quite a few people who would play this if it was on console. The only annoying thing is that if it did go to console, it wouldn't be crossplay. I mean, it would be a miracle just for it to be on console, but if it was crossplay, nah, that's asking too much. But if it was, that'd be incredible. But we know it won't be. You know, because imagine how many of your friends are going to jump on, and now you've got to go play it on console too.
You make a lot of noise. I come for a flesh raider, I find a Jedi Padawan. I come to listen, to think among the dead, to fight for my people. Why have you come?
Yeah, if they tried it, it would be buggy. Maybe. That's definitely something up for discussion. I mean, arguably, when you put something on console, like when a game comes out on console and it comes out on PC, normally the PC part is the one that's buggy. I don't know how that works the other way around. I don't know. I can't really speak to it. I don't know.
The villagers said you'd taken this holoprojector, Nayland, and told me where to find you.
I suppose they spun the tale of me being a legendary protector, too. They don't understand. Are the flesh raiders destroyed? No. My people aren't safe until my learning's complete. Tython's relics still have lessons. I listen. I can do things I never imagined possible. I will be the defender my people deserve.
Help Kalakori village if you wish, but Rajavari's holoprojector wasn't yours to take.
Tython is our home too. We'll use whatever we find to defend ourselves. You Jedi don't have a say. But you're not a concern. Only the flesh raiders matter. Rajavari's hologram showed me how to punish them. The flesh raiders will come, but not leave. A merciful death compared to what my people have suffered.
You'll get us both killed.
There are hidden wonders, Jedi, and my journey has just begun. Now run,
or die.
Yeah, I mean, probably for the purposes of the lore video, we're not going to be doing Dark Side, which is unfortunate. Because I heard that this particular storyline is much better as a Dark Side playthrough. But what we're going to do instead is, rather than be the goody two-shoes Jedi, as you are so stereotypically assuming, we are instead just going to pick whatever is coolest. Pretty basic. Pretty basic. You're not dead. Die. Yeah, so for the sake of the video and making a cool intro, I suppose, yeah, we're just gonna pick whatever's coolest. Raiden would be goofy as hell on console. I think it really depends. I think it really, really, really does depend. Because if they were going to be ambitious and change up the gameplay style a little bit, then they could do it. Have a camera that is constantly attached like this, so obviously when you look around with your analog stick, this would be it. And then you would have like radio menus or some shit for your abilities and menus. I think it could be done. I don't think it's out of the question. I mean, I don't disagree that it would be clunky, because it probably would be. But there would be ways to smooth it out. If they were ambitious. If they were ambitious. The male consular voice was one of the few things that really stood out to you when playing the story, but after hearing the female, I appreciate him. Yeah, the female is a little bit, what's the word? Monotone? But to be fair, I feel the same way about the male version as well. So what am I looking for here? What can't I find? Quick travel. There we go. Nope, not there. Jedi Temple. SWTOR Classic. Could you imagine? What's up, Mad Dog? It's been a while. That's an interesting line of thought for the console shenanigans. She's much too stoic for you. Do you know what? That's a good way of putting it, stoic. But I don't know. That might be slightly too passionate of a word, I think. But then again, I do incredibly dislike this storyline, so I'm probably just biased. My opinion cannot be trusted. She sounds detached. Yeah, she's just stood there. She's just baked 24/7. I'd believe it. I'd believe it. She's not actually a Mirror Lucan. She's just completely stoned. So she pretends to be Mirror Lucan so nobody can see her eyes. Because it would be a dead giveaway. You know what? I can see it. What the fuck is this? Tell me this is Ben. Is this Ben? Who did this? Oh, brilliant. Give me that like sad coach. Ah, Luke. Appreciate you, my guy. Bald Chav Sam. Alright, I mean... Sure. I don't have the chat box open. Look, I'm not going to be able to read the chat. Okay, look. If you come in, you come in. Let's go.
Padawan, I just spoke to Rana Dalven, the daughter of Kalikori Village's matriarch, concerning your visit there. I want you to meditate on what you learned. Such experiences
Hey,
are what
what's up,
shape
Revan's
us as
disciple?
Jedi.
Welcome back. Isaac. Is that Isaac? No, it's not. It's Lass's. Lass's Game Canal. I had to get much closer to be able to read that. It came across as Isaac first, but I'm so far away. And I guess I'm blind too. Appreciate you being here. Welcome.
Yes, Master.
We should check that Rajavari's hologram is safe.
The holoprojector was stolen by a Twi'lek, Naylan Ralok. He learned force techniques from Rajavari's hologram. He was obviously unstable.
A villager? Very
that's going to be in the
Then this Naylan
behind
is
the
force
scenes
sensitive.
edition.
Let's
Master.
see what he saw.
Activation protocol begins. A few words. Shall this be all my legacy? No. My enemies are long dead. It is time. Hear me. I have left true wisdom behind. For those who follow where the first blade points, from the sanctuary of the Order, all else is fleeting.
My word, true wisdom. Padawan, he's talking about the fount of Rajavari.
Ooh, that was actually Master Rajavari. I think we might have to do a video, personally, on Master Rajavari. Just because there is actually quite a lot of lore behind him. I think there's even some other stuff you can do in relation to side quests, or it could actually just be a lore entry that I'm thinking of. Yeah, Luke, totally bald. I always go bald now. Ever since it became totally evident that my hair was thinning at the front. I mean, it started thinning at the back already, but that was just, you know, it was what it was. I wasn't really bothered. I just kind of left it there. Didn't really bother me. But then it started thinning at the front, and I was like, okay, that's too much. It's too much. Take it off. Take it off. So, there we go. Male pattern baldness. It's a thing.
Master, you seem shaken.
I'm fine. This is just hard to believe. After
I mean,
Rajavari
it's either
fell,
it's
sources
either the
claimed he
baldness
created a
thing,
great archive
or
of his
I've
knowledge and
been
teachings. The fount of
taking too many dark
Rajavari.
side points, and my
Generations
corruption
of
is just
Jedi
way high.
search for it, finding nothing. The fount's considered a hoax by all reputable scholars, but we just heard proof.
Naylan Ralok saw this hologram, Master. More of Rajavari's knowledge could make him incredibly dangerous.
The hologram said, follow where the first blade points, from the sanctuary of the Order. Kaleth! The ruins at Kaleth. The name means sanctum. It's the remains of an ancient fortress. Evidence suggests Kaleth was destroyed in a great battle. Old droids still walk those ruins today, but this first blade is a puzzle.
Yeah, that place that's literally right around the corner.
I can only think of one blade a Jedi would wield.
Good deduction, but lightsabers had yet to be invented. We have found several old weapons in one section of Kaleth. Nothing like a first blade, but a good place to begin. I planned your training so carefully, but the Force has intervened. Finding the fount of Rajavari and stopping Naylan must be a greater test.
Are you saying the Force is guiding me?
Sometimes the Force, not the Master, shapes a Padawan's trials. This seems to be such a time. You should know, Padawan. The Council tends to disapprove of such training, but I'll explain everything to them. For now, focus on exploring Kaleth for this first blade. Call me on your holocommunicator at once if you have any success.
How dare you mention the Force theme remix before my very eyes. How dare you do this? Do I have that? Do I earn it? I think I have it somewhere. I mean, you said it, so we should do it now. Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome back to the dark side of YouTube. Today, we're going to be opening 100 command crates, tier 4. So sit back, relax, because this is about to get awesome. Ah, the good old days. Anybody remember the good old days? Yeah, I remember trying to grind out for command crates too, just for the video. Had hundreds of them. Craziness. Ah, that's brilliant. Do you know what, Luke? That reminds me of a story. So, the first video, yes, it is the Typhon Datacrons. And yes, I misspelled it in the thumbnail, but I also misspelled it in the title. So that was the first video I uploaded to the channel. And the very first comment on the channel was somebody correcting how to spell Typhon. And that's where the story ends. I guess it wasn't that interesting. But yeah. I apparently didn't know how to spell Typhon. And because I'm human, and I like to remind myself of my mistakes, I let it stay there. Do I have a different quest here? What's going on here? Search for the first blade. Oh, that's someone else's mission. That's Balchaff Sam's mission.
Greetings. You are cleared.
Not my mission. I'm not Balchaff Sam. Oh yeah, this was like 7, maybe even 8 years ago at this point. It was a long time ago. This is height of Kotfi and Kota. So I suppose like 6, 7 years ago. 6 or 7. 7. Yeah, 7 years. 2017. Reminds me of guys for some reason. The voice actors sound similar. Do you know what? Maybe they are the same. Maybe they are the same. Because now that you mention it, I don't know if I can play with this cursed knowledge. God damn it, Cyberblade. I don't like not knowing now. I don't like not knowing. Am I playing General Gaza? Am I playing General Gaza? You're enjoying this. I don't know if you remember Law Online, but he pronounced Vet as Vetty. Is that true?
Blade, I guard. It rests
bless
with the
Lawrence.
ashes of its maker, the Weapon Master.
Ancient droid. The first blade, I guard. It rests with the ashes of its maker, the Weapon Master. Yeah. The first blade.
I must take the first blade. The Jedi have need of it again.
The first blade. First Jedi weapon. From this beginning, lightsabers came. Millennia pass. Only hilt of first blade remains. Only disturbed once. Rajavari came. He proved worthy. Permitted to take the hilt. Later, returned it.
Oh, what a nice guy. He actually returned it. Guess he wasn't a dick after all. That was the first video of yours that I watched? Was it really? That's awesome. That's epic. Super old video. I've actually got a ton of videos that you can't even see anymore on the channel.
Why would Master Rajavari take the hilt and then bring it back?
Not my concern. To take the hilt, prove worthy. The philosophy of Jedi combat. Show understanding. The Weapon Master left challenges. Here in Caleth. Training droids to test his students. Find them. Prevail. The hilt of the first blade waits.
I think the droid is probably older than the Sith Order as you know them. Like after the Lost 12 and the schisms and all the rest of it. Gotta prove myself worthy, get the hilt, just as Rajavari did, follow in his footsteps. I remember all this. Where's the Rocky or Whipsy when you need him? No, I had no idea. I had no idea what you mean. Yeah, Lauren Lyon is awesome, by the way. I'm glad that you know who he is, Amy. I think he's still working on another part of his documentary series. This Bal Chavsam guy is absolutely useless. It's Mozan Faraday! It's Mozan Faraday from the chat. How can you not remember Whipsy from the OG SWTOR Central server? How am I meant to remember every name I've ever come across? Do you have any idea how difficult that would be? But now that you mention it, I vaguely remember the name. Vaguely. Appreciate the sub. Thank you very much. Thank you, thank you. It's down here. They're at the other side. I remember. Hello, new subscribers. Oh, that's cool. I suppose good things did come from making those videos then. We brought more people to the channel. Yay. There's a silver lining in everything. See, it was meant to be, Josh. Had I not criticized the game, we wouldn't be blessed with your presence. And that is not something I am willing to tolerate.
Telemetry is received. All droids report your battle performance. Satisfactory.
The Senate building is older than the Sith Empire. I love how this stream has just been an entire revelation for you, Elmaster, of how young the Sith Empire is and how old everything else is.
In that case, I wish to take the hilt of the first blade from here.
Take the hilt. Treat with respect. Fight with honor.
Hey, what's up, Freedom? Welcome, welcome.
Master Yuan, I've found the hilt of the first blade. A proto-lightsaber from someone called the Weapon Master. The hilt looks as if there's data engraved on it.
Of course. The first blade points the way. Rajavari made the legendary weapon itself our guide. The Force is certainly with you, Padawan. Please bring the hilt back to the temple at once. I will look into a way to access that data.
You want to make a third YouTube poop? I don't know if it's possible. Do you know what? That's actually not bad. This kind of does look like me. Let me find a picture of my bald head. Pictures, pictures, pictures. I don't have any pictures, apparently. Fair enough. I can't show you a picture. Next time. Alright, back to Yuan Pa. Just the person we all wanted to see. Hey, I'll drink to that, Josh. Best round's on me. You don't ever need to thank me for anything. Hey, what's up, Darren? Oh, I'm glad you agree. I think you should stick around and suffer with the rest of us as we go through it. What say you?
Hello again, Padawan. I'm glad to see you well. Master C.O. Bakarn, I was there to greet you when you first arrived.
Being greeted by a member of the council is hard to forget, Master Seo.
Interesting. Protocol was never a big focus of Yuan's curriculum.
This is Master Jarek Kaden, another of the Jedi Council. Yuan told us about Nayland Raylock, the pilgrim seeking Rajavari's secrets. She also claimed the Force is guiding your training. This isn't unknown, but...
Master Yuan mentioned this, but she didn't go into details.
Yuan thinks encountering Nayland and finding a few relics proves you're meant to find this fount of Rajavari. It's baseless. First she welcomes that Trandoshan into the temple, now this? She's getting more unorthodox by the day.
What do you make of Yuan's claim, Padawan?
Master Yuan is my teacher. It isn't my place to question her.
Indeed not. That's the Council's responsibility.
The Council has agreed to accept Yuan's opinion. For now. But I am concerned about the dangers this path is leading you through. Finding the Fount of Rajavari before Nayland Raylock does is important. But so is your safety, Padawan. Be mindful.
Do you really pronounce it Sia? I've been saying Saya Bakan this entire time. But apparently it's pronounced Sia. Sia Bakan. Really glad I didn't make that explained video yet. Appreciate the sub. Thank you, thank you. Yeah. That's pretty much it, Elmaster. The suffering will bring us closer to the dark side. It will. We must suffer. Wait, haven't I just... I was already... God damn it. Yeah, don't worry too much about spoilers, guys, because although I've never really paid attention to this story, I know pretty much everything that happens. I mean, this is over a decade old at this point, so I appreciate you dancing around spoiling the big twist, but I know what happens, so talk freely. Don't worry about it. Appreciate you.
Rajavari's hologram proves the same technique existed. Don't you see? It'll resolve that silly debate once and for all. Overexcite? I'm not quite ready to... Ah, Padawan. Much longer and we'd have come looking for you. I thought you might have crossed paths with Nayland Raylock again.
How goes your hunting?
You said you found the first blade, or its hilt at least. Is it... May I see it? Ah, the folds in the metal, the power cell chamber. These are lost techniques. Our lightsabers began here, with this.
God damn it.
Whatever you say.
Pay attention, Padawan. I deciphered a second clue from Rajavari's hologram. To find the Fount of Rajavari, this hilt must be taken to a cave in the Typhonian Mountains. The hologram says the founders meditated in that cave, debated. They became the Jedi Council.
You know, the more I think about it, I'm pretty sure I covered, like, the basis of this storyline in a video that I made called Typhon Explained. I wonder if I spelled it correctly on that video. I'm gonna check. Let me just search it up. Yeah, I did spell it right. I was a clever boy that time. Thank God. Yeah. Actually, a pretty interesting story. Pretty interesting story. I may have to remake that video, because there is quite a lot of context I can add around that. Especially with one of the books that came out. Interesting, interesting. Oh, I always miss Kotor 1 at any opportunity. I didn't recognize the Bastila theme playing though, so GG for that.
All our codes, our laws and principles can be traced back to those debates.
I apologize, Padawan. Kaizen's devotion to the hunt is quite single-minded.
That is quite an interesting thought that you bring up there, Elmaster. So you say, you know, it's kind of funny and messed up how Darth Maul screwed over Revan. Her techniques were probably used by Vitiate to brainwash Revan and send him to conquer the Republic. It's interesting that you say that. You think that's how that truly ties into it? And then the Jedi used Maul's knowledge to force him into the light? Darth Maul's knowledge screwed over Revan twice? You know, that would actually be quite... That does kind of fill in those gaps a little bit, doesn't it? Interesting. Interesting. It makes me really want some kind of media around Darth Maul, because we didn't get a lot. Like, it'd be good to get a book, or even just a short comic series or something about Darth Maul. Why do we never get anything new like that? Oh, let's get something like that. It was a freaking book or something. Consular story may be worse than Night, but Dark Side Consular feels makes sense. Dark Side Night. Yeah, fair enough, Frost Gaming. Fair enough. What did she say here? I apologize. I don't catch this.
He seems to be a gifted hunter already.
Hunting is part of Trandoshan religion and culture. Honing his skills is important. Good luck and be careful. The hologram said nothing of what might be waiting in those caves.
A virtual comic. Make one with AI. Interesting thought. Interesting. I would have to see that, you know, first. A lot of those AI bots as well, like, you need to pay for them, especially to get the actual good features that work effectively. Yeah, and then there is also what Amy says about AI art being cringe, because a lot of the times it is. Flesh Raider territory time. Hey, that's pretty cool, Elmaster. This way. Jedi. Love that. Should teach the Jedi Consular again, I think. Very true. Very true. Oh yeah, I don't disagree that AI's got its uses, and in certain contexts can be very, very effective. There are arguments to be made for certain. I'm gonna die. Insane. Where's my bald man chav guy? That's definitely not named Sam. It sounds pretty funny, Elmaster. I think it works really well for comedy, to be honest. Really well for comedy. I don't mind you guys talking about it. Everyone's gonna have an opinion on something. You know, it is the internet after all. And it's fine to have different opinions. It is fine. Yeah, that's true. Zash didn't do much. I mean, at least Barris gives you really good insight. Because his training kind of makes sense when you think about the fact that he's training a Sith warrior who is super aggressive and needs to just be on the front lines all the time. Doesn't really need to be, you know, coddled and smothered. But the Sith Inquisitor, like, gets the same treatment as a Sith warrior in terms of training, and it just doesn't really fit. I mean, fair enough, you're going after artifacts, but it's not like you yourself get to keep them. You're giving them to your master. Just an errand boy. Thanaton would have been a cool master. Were he not so egotistical and selfish. Hey, what's up, Mr. Curious? I'm never sure when I'm gonna stream, so... kind of wild card in it. Welcome, welcome, though. Hey, if it works for you, man. If that's like how you... if that's how you like your setup, go for it. I think Barris is the best master. Interesting. You know, I think I could see arguments for that. In some regards. Just not necessarily the part where he... executes you, you know? Or sends you for an execution. Or sends someone to execute you, rather. Jesus, my words did not want to function then. My brain was like, context. What type of context would you like? And it just delivered different context. Kill the flesh raiders. So I guess his powers because of Yuan and her study of Rajavari, so if not her, Consular would not become who he is, so it's the way of the Force it is. I mean, maybe Frost Gaming, but it just kind of seems like Yuan is saying, well, the Force is guiding your training, because everything that just pops up as a new event since you arrived is just what I'm going to send you to focus on. So it kind of seems like that's what she's been doing, rather than actually, you know, scheduling and making some actual formal training sessions. But then again, you know, it has to be written a certain way.
Skoriak check nakrak kovjentras. Shiver stars patja runor. Lohasan mar kliks tulama. Morta vrapsak. Doska skores. Shiver stars.
Yeah, well, World of Warcraft is probably always going to make a lot more money. And you've also got to think that Blizzard, who owns World of Warcraft, owns many different games, which earn quite a lot of money. So even if World of Warcraft wasn't doing so good, they could still maintain it, so long as it was profitable across the board. So that's still something to consider. Like if Broadsword, who I guess now is the studio of this game, if they had other games which were really good revenue-wise, that would still reflect in the rest of their projects, of course. I mean, not as much as what you might think, but it would still reflect. I'm in no means trying to defend this game, by the way. Like, I don't think it's pretty obvious that this game doesn't make as much money as World of Warcraft, despite it being younger. I don't think it has anything to do with the age, though. I think it has everything to do with the quality of the game, and, you know, maybe the size of the dev teams as well. World of Warcraft has hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of people working on it, and that's probably not even counting any of the outsourced work that they go for, and any other type of licensed work that they do, whether it be art or freelance writers, project managers, side hustles, you know, all sorts of things go into it.
That's very gracious of you. So hunting is how you serve your goddess, this scorekeeper, and increase your status. Apparently not. Do you have any ideas? I should examine them. Maybe piling up the oldest bones is somehow significant to the Flesh Raiders.
You guys are comparing Jedi Masters versus Sith Masters. Now that's a controversial topic that Norman Carr would like to get involved with.
Thanks for coming so fast, Jedi. That Flesh Raider stench was making us dizzy.
I think we've met before.
Yes, we have. Please don't make this hard. Nayland said to wait for you. You've got something he needs. He has to find this Fount of Rajavari to keep defending our village. I'm sorry. You were straight with us. But I have to take whatever First Blade you found in Kaleth. Nayland needs it.
Can't just be one of the best Star Wars games, but I feel the companies here in Broadsword and the team don't care for the game anymore. You do think some of the people of the team care? You just mean team members we see on screen, you feel like they don't care much anymore? I totally agree. I totally agree. I think to many of the people who work there, it's just a job. It's just a job for them, and they don't particularly care if the game is thriving or growing, because they have a secure paycheck and they're able to just maintain that, you know? They probably get paid a fair amount of money, you know, working on a game like this. And I mean, going so hard on the cash shop like they do, you know, they definitely make money.
Nayland only cares about the Fount of Rajavari. Sending you here risked your lives when he supposedly wants to save you.
You don't get it. We're scared. Nayland hardly comes into the village now. Barely eats or sleeps. And when you talk to him, his eyes are so strange.
I don't know, Amy. Like, if I was to interview someone like Eric Musker in this day and age, I'd be very disappointed, and I would express that to him. And if he told me that he was passionate about the game, I don't think that I would believe him. You know, I don't see it. I don't see it behind the scenes anymore. I don't see it while he's streaming. I don't see it evidently from the updates. I don't know. I mean, obviously, I think it's a fair statement that most of the devs probably do care about the game, and that'll be all of the people that are behind the scenes. You know, that'll be the people making the new 3D assets for the game. People will actually enjoy their job. Whereas the people that we see as these spokespeople, yeah, I don't think they have a whole ton of passion for the game. And you were probably right a little bit in what you're saying about the wrong aspects of the game, because that feels true for the writers. You know, the narrative director and the lead writer pushing the Mando story arc for so damn long. Like, the narrative director actually thought it was a good idea to have this story be dragged on for 3 years. 3 damn years. You know, I don't care who you are or who you work for. That was not a good call. That was a terrible call. And it doesn't really scream being passionate about the game. You know, if you were passionate about the game, you would have that much story in a 12-month time frame. Every 12 months. And we know that it's doable. We know that it's possible. You go back to the Shadow of Revan era, and there was nothing but updates. In fact, the time gap between Shadow of Revan releasing and Knights of the Fallen Empire was less than a year. I'm pretty sure. It was like 9 months. Or was it a year and 9 months? Let me double check that one. It didn't sound right when I said it. But I'm pretty sure that's right. Shadow of Revan released it, blah, 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 blah. 2014, December 9th. Yeah, it was less than a year later. Shadow of Revan released, and then less than a year later, you had Knights of the Fallen Empire. You had a shit ton of content. And then a year and a half later, you had Knights of the Eternal Throne. So, in the entire time span between Shadow of Revan and Knights of the Eternal Throne, we got Legacy of the Sith. A complete bag of wank. That's why I don't think that they're passionate about the game anymore.
I can't give Nayland what he wants. But stand down and I'll do what I can for him.
Something terrible's happening, isn't it? Keep your artifact, whatever it is. Keep it away from Nayland. Jedi, please, don't hurt him. Whatever Nayland's become, he did this for us.
Here in this cave, we Founders discussed our vision for the Jedi Order. And I, Rajavari, listened. I listened as they carefully crippled our newborn order, as they argued for mediocrity. It shall not stand. I have laid my plans. With my army made from Tython's true dark sons, I will purge this council of fools while they chatter.
Wait, what does he mean by Tython's true dark sons?
Only my apprentices and I will survive. From Kaleth, we will mold the Jedi into what we deserve to be. If the hilt of the first blade has been returned, we succeeded, and the future follows the path we left. Follow, Seeker. Follow the path to the Fount of Rajavari. It is time.
Let's take this back to the Jedi Temple. Master Yuan can help us interpret it.
Excellent. Ooh, return to Master Yuan Pa. This is really feeling like the Trooper storyline right now. Yeah, even the casual content is few and far between. Of course it is. Of course it is. Back to Master Milquetoast. Also, am I correct in thinking that they made all of the companion romances bisexual now? Because I'm pretty sure originally you couldn't romance certain companions if they weren't already doing that, right? And now they put it in the patch notes that they're bisexual. I'm pretty sure I saw that in the patch notes. They did. It was a change. Interesting. Not all, you think? Just a fair few? Some yes, but some no. Okay. I felt that was a pretty random thing to happen. Certainly not a bad thing.
Master Yuan, I believe I have the coordinates for the Fount of Rajavari.
Kaizen mentioned as much. Padawan, I just received a very disturbing message. For you, from Naylan Rallock.
Survival. Mine, my villages, and yours, Jedi. Interesting to think about. You fooled my people. It doesn't matter. There's other routes to the Fount of Rajavari. Interfere, and I'll kill you.
Naylan has truly fallen then, and he wants you dead. You must be vigilant.
There must be a way to save Naylan, Master. Or reason with him.
He may not give you the chance. You cannot risk yourself. We still have the Fount of Rajivari to find. Let me see those coordinates, Padawan. Perhaps I can get us started.
And I believe the second coordinate is the Tythos Ridge. Just visualize it, from a climber's point of view.
Which fits with the first coordinate perfectly. Well done. But that leaves this coordinate. We can't triangulate the Fount of Rajivari without it. Perhaps it's a rock formation.
With
two of us, the search would take half as long.
Padawan, look. In the map's code, there's something else hidden here. A warning? The Fount of Rajavari has mechanisms for intruders. Only those who know Rajavari's path will walk through unscathed to gain his wisdom.
You know, I find it interesting that they are actually putting achievements on certain things. And I think it actually relates back to something the devs were talking about a really, really, really long time ago. And that's the fact that they are constantly monitoring what types of content each player or every different type of player is playing or something. Wait, let me rephrase that. They are constantly monitoring what type of content is being played by the players at all times. Like, when I spoke to Eric before, he put quite a lot of emphasis on that they're keen on looking at that statistic. So I reckon that they have put achievements towards some of the content, especially on the Galactic Seasons. I mean, for that particular case, it'd be for the fear of missing out. But we're not talking about that. So they're putting achievements on other types of content, probably because they're experimenting if that actually brings the players to the content, which it probably does, especially if it's a limited run achievement. I don't want to romance companions I don't care about. I've never attempted to 100% them all, so I haven't had that issue yet.
Rajavari's philosophies are somehow the way past these mechanisms. Likely traps.
We know Kaleth was Rajavari's stronghold, and excavators have uncovered ancient computer terminals in Upper Kaleth. Those terminals might hold answers, if they weren't all locked with passwords.
Yeah, pretty much, Luke.
Is there anywhere else we could look?
Nowhere I can think of. Those terminals would be our best hope. Wait, we do have the First Blade's hilt. It accessed the map. Maybe it could access those terminals. Go to Upper Kaleth and investigate those terminals for any clue. I'll wait here for Kaizen. We're close, Padawan, I know it.
She's desperate for me to get through this. Where would I rank SWTOR against all the other Star Wars games? It would be in the top 10. I don't know if it would be in the top 5. But off the top of my head, it's probably going to be in the top 10. Yeah, me. That annoys me too. So I always talk about it in videos. I might sound like a broken record sometimes, but I'm like, stop using these freaking armor sets. Like, make something original. Jesus. And sometimes they used to even like take old armor sets and then renew them and make them look better. I think I'd prefer they did that rather than take stuff from crappy TV shows that we don't really want to see. Or if you're actually going to be inspired by it, then don't just rip it off, you know? Actually be inspired by it. There is a lot of cool concept art, definitely. I've been looking on Sketchfab the past few days for different models and stuff, and yeah, a lot of people have made things based on the concept art, which is pretty cool. What am I doing? Great. Yeah, like that's pretty much the reason they never straight up put Darth Vader's outfit into the game. Because if you're going to rip off outfits from the Acolyte, then you might as well rip off movies from sorry, outfits from the actual movies, right? Give us the Luke Skywalker Jedi Knight outfit. Or Jedi Master outfit, whatever that is. Just give us everything at that point. I need my AoE ability. Fair enough, Ultima. Give it another go. That's what you want to do. I ain't gonna stop you. Finish your visit rewards for content are self-serving. Use my gear to play content to get the gear I need to play the same content. Yes. Yes. That is kind of stupid. Kind of stupid. I do think they need to change up. I went completely the wrong way around. What am I doing? I need to actually watch where I'm going. Ooh, what's the purple? Oh, it's going to be the Empress Casino chip, isn't it? It is, isn't it? Yep. God damn it. Yeah, if they rewarded cool outfits and stuff from doing content, that would be cool. I was discussing with someone on Twitter about the possibility of replaying the final act of your 1 to 50 story. So, like, imagine being able to go back and fight Barriss, and if you kill him in the hardest difficulty, then you get his mask as like a rare drop or something. You know, just small stuff like that would really add to the game. And then you do that a lot of times, and all of a sudden you've got like 200 different things that people can go grind out as actual content and be rewarded for it. And then have cool outfits or different types of crystals, different types of weapons, you know, different skins for your ship or something.
Master Rajvari's gone. The Council survived. We failed. They'll come for us. They'll have to lay siege if they want to take us prisoner. We can't give in. Master Rajvari's 5th principle says, showing mercy to an enemy creates a spiral of destruction. We'll take plenty of Jedi with us.
Alright, that's one down. I'm not gonna die. Totally haven't died already. You can replay any cutscene you ever had. That's cool. I'd like to be able to do that for this game. Yeah, $100 for that bundle. It just screams cash grab.
Another Jedi today. My 7th. Master Rajvari formed an army from the allies he found past the mountains. We could sure use them now. But they vanished. Just left their servants. Those cannibals in their stupid camps. Master Rajavari's 2nd principle says all life is a battle, even to your last breath. But our allies didn't leave us a choice.
Yep, that would be epic, Luke. I was telling someone the other day that if the game shut down tomorrow, then the modding community would just take over. You'd have private servers, everything from the cartel market would be free, and you'd probably get really cool features put into the game from really smart people who have reverse engineered this game over the years. Those people do exist. They're out there. I've seen them. I've met them. Most importantly, I've seen what they can do, and it's very impressive.
The bleeding won't stop. Blast it! Why did I watch Vadria's back? Master Rajwari's 7th principle said it. Sacrificing your strength is the path of a fool. I should have just let her die. It doesn't matter. This siege is nearly over. This can only end one way.
What you'll probably find is that the people who used to work on the game, a few of them people will probably go and join private servers. So I don't think it's impossible for like game features to be added to, improved upon. Come on. Modders can do amazing things. It's true. Yeah, we used to get updates quite a lot. I mean, it's as I was saying earlier with the whole difference in time gap between Shadow of Revan and Knights of the Fallen Empire. It's less than a year. Which basically means you got the Alliance's mission, which was the expansion build-up. Then you got Shadow of Revan. And then the entire content cycle passed. Then came Ziost. Then came Knights of the Fallen Empire. Loads of shit came out. Loads of stuff came out. There was updates all the time. Yeah, I think that sounds right. Be honest, Luke.
Master Yuan, I have the clues we need.
Oh, Padawan. Back already? What clues did you find?
I think the Legacy system possibly came out before Rise of the Hutt Cartel. I believe.
I think I recovered enough of Rajavari's philosophy to help me.
So the Jedi besieged Kaleth after Rajavari tried to kill the Council, and his apprentices held the line all by themselves. Remarkable.
I think I have everything I need. Should we focus on getting to the Fount of Rajavari?
Yes, and when Kaizen brings us the final coordinate, you can... Wait, where is Kaizen? It's been... How long was I working?
Don't worry, Master Yuan. If anyone can take care of himself, it's Kaizen.
Padawan, Kaizen is never late. Please, you must look for him. He mentioned the Waterfall Caves, didn't he? If Kaizen has the last coordinate, you can triangulate the Fount of Rajavari. There's no time to waste, Padawan. Go, and may the Force be with you both.
Excellent. Excellent. No, I don't think that's a dumb question at all. I think it's a perfectly valid question that many of us have been thinking about for a long time. And I think the problem mostly stems from the fact that the dev team has changed a lot over the years, and they've lost the most valuable people on their teams. You know, Charles Boyd, the writer, gone. And then people in the past who worked on operations, people in the past who worked on combat and animations and all the rest of it, they're just not there anymore. You know, they moved them on. They got rid of them or whatever. And it shows. Because the game is hurting for it. They've been removing things. They've only just recently spoke about bringing back the Dark versus Light bosses.
Greetings. You are cleared for the following travel routes.
Aha. Yeah, I thought it was before Rise of the Hutt Cartel. I have this really vague memory of seeing the Legacy window for the first time while I was on Drummond Cars. And putting my Legacy name in. Why were they even removed in the first place? That's, again, a brilliant question. I wish we could get these answers. Like, I wish we could be a fly on the wall when it comes to these dev meetings. Because clearly they all meet up and they're like, hey, what are we going to remove this month? And somebody was like, hey, why don't we remove the Dark versus Light bosses? And then somebody else was like, that's a brilliant idea. Let's do that. Let's remove them. And then nobody asked why. Nobody stopped them, and then they just removed them. Gone. I don't think it is in maintenance mode, to be honest. I don't know if it's the correct description. I know people can say that. You can use it, for sure. But I think maybe the correct phrasing would be an identity crisis. You know, we have a bunch of lost developers who don't really know what to do. They haven't been able to make many good decisions. And they don't have a good track record over the past few years. So, it is what it is. It is the dark times indeed. Wow. Try to avoid both mobs. They're pulling them both. Force quick! Heal! Oh shit, I'm gonna die. I need to put some gear on. No! Alright, clearly I need to stop running around naked. We got a bunch of stuff here. Let's put that on. Sure, let's use that. Nah. There we go. Shouldn't be so squishy now. Much better. Much better. Man, that ability is lame compared to Lightning or Storm. Oh yeah, they said they were going to rework the crafting system, and there's still been nothing. It's a good point, Amy. They also said they were gonna do Nightmare Anomaly. Wipe Central indeed. Lots of broken promises indeed. Yep, pretty much almost. The Jedi had the Lost 12 and we had the Lost Devs. Pretty much.
Nayland is clever. Any information could have given him an advantage. You said you get Jagannath points from hunting. You could start again.
Getting banned just for saying PvP is brutal.
Kaizen, Master Yuan has been at the Jedi Temple for hours. Nayland must have used some force trick to make you think he was Yuan. He can find it. Whether he can enter safely without the clues I've gathered is another matter.
Yeah, fair enough, Miss Curious. That's pretty much it, Amy. Like, every time I speak to somebody who's a new player, asking me whether or not they should play, I always say you should. You always should. If you've never played this game before and you're a fan of Knights of the Old Republic and all the rest of it, then of course you should play. It's an obvious answer. You absolutely should play. Especially when you can do it for free. But if you've been playing this game for the past 10 years, then there's really no need to keep playing it. And that's the sad truth about it. And that kind of swings around into your comment there, Josh. Like, yes, I enjoyed the story. I don't hate the story. I don't think anybody even thinks that I hate the story. Maybe the devs think that. I mean, I kind of dislike the Mando stuff. But the thing that we hate, the thing that we actually dislike, is that it's taken so long. Like, this entire thing should have been done within the first 6 months of the expansion being released. And then everything after that should have been past events. Sorry, future events after that. Like, new stuff happening, new characters, and then the next setup for the next expansion. But they just, like, turned their expansion inside out. Like, rather than shoving everything out of the door or giving it a 9-month window like they have in the past, they're like, let's just drag it out over 3 years. Or longer. And it just wasn't a good move. And I really hope that behind the scenes, that they've been working and that they have a new expansion ready and brimmed with content for us. Because if the next expansion doesn't blow people away, then that is really not going to be good for this game. Really not going to be good. It's basically going to enter the same kind of limbo state that Lord of the Rings Online went into way back when, I realize it's in a pretty good place now, considering. But that's pretty much where SWTOR's heading. That outfit looks like it's not for noobs. That would be correct. You don't think this game will get an 8.0 update? I think it will. I think it will. Jesus, bro. Calm down. I believe that, Luke. I completely believe it. And post it as a shot. Do you know what? Maybe. Maybe. What's the timestamp? 2 hours, 10 minutes. No, we've been streaming over 2 hours. Insane. You think they don't have the resources to pull a new expansion off? But that's kind of what I'm saying. Like, over the past few years, and this is kind of the thing I've been talking about in my videos, like, if they haven't been doing this, then what have they been doing? Have they been doing something else behind the scenes? When Keith was gaslighting us on stream, saying that there's actually lots of things going on behind the scenes, and there's lots of content. That's literally what Keith said. So either he straight up lied, or they actually are working behind the scenes, and hopefully that's gonna show at some point. I mean, it's certainly not showing now. Fair enough. That's probably some copium. It probably is some copium. But I hope it happens. I hope it does. I want the game to get an excellent update. You know? I really do. Really, really do. What am I looking at right now? Is this the little champion boss for the... It is. It is. I don't need to mess with it. Is the door down here? Did I go past it? No. It's this way. I suppose we can put it on hide hair slot. There we go. I'll have what he's having. So that's because they are secretly making or planning 8.0 bits, but I struggle to believe it now. Well, if they were doing that, then fair enough, but they've really made the game suffer for it. You know, at what cost did it come? The marketing for new players is also insanely lacking. I joined in 2023 July as a massive Dragon Age fan from my idea about SWTOR until I read that it's not BioWare. Yep, that's also a pretty good point. They don't do a lot of promotional stuff. They used to do quite a lot of like little teaser trailers on YouTube, and that was about as much as they would do, but they don't even do that anymore. In fact, their best promotion that they do is Facebook. Like, I'm not even lying. Like, you go to their Facebook page and they actually get quite a lot of interaction on there. But I'm just saying, Facebook is not the best place to advertise an MMO. You know? Because I come from that age generational of guys. So I can speak on behalf of guys, but not the girls here. That we don't use Facebook. Certainly not looking for games. I don't look at ads on Facebook. I barely look at ads on YouTube. You know, you've got to think outside the box if you want to do some promotion. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, Amy. Like, it's not good to be promoting on Facebook. Because even if you are getting interaction, like, you're not finding your target audience. At least I don't think you are. YouTube is good, but it's no longer the only place, you know? Now you've got to use all different platforms merged together. Now let's be honest, SWTOR is the marketing department. Careful now. Careful. She's probably watching you, and she's ready to ban your Reddit account. Appreciate the donation, my friend. You don't need to do that, though, man. Like, let me tell you, you do not need to do that. I appreciate you, though.
No further, Seeker. You come here unpurified. It is an insult to Rajivari's memory. Rajivari's apprentices were flawed, but they walked the fire and were reborn. Only a personal sacrifice will show your strength and resolve, Seeker. Will you be purified by flame?
No. How can sacrificing my strength make me more powerful?
Then Master Rajivari's teachings have guided you. Go forward, Seeker.
God damn it. I don't know how long my microphone's been muted for. This is what I get for muting myself during conversations and stuff. Ooh, a wounded Twi'lek.
So you made it after all. I hoped your head would be Nayland's trophy by now. I came here to prove myself to Nayland, but the traps, it doesn't matter. You're the enemy. If I can still hold a blade, I can stick you in the heart.
No living creature's suffering can be ignored.
Mercy leads to a spiral of destruction. You don't belong here. Your ignorance should devour you. But all things in time.
Oh, if you guys don't know who Boomy is, make sure you search him up on YouTube. Because if you like my content, and especially what I say about the devs, then you're definitely going to like Boomy. You should definitely check him out. It's called Boomy Nation on YouTube. It's awesome.
I will not be afraid. I can survive this.
Excellent. So what's going on is we're basically following the same steps of Rajivari, as what he did so long ago when he took the hill and all the rest of it. I'm pretty sure we get to speak to him. Oh, there he is, look. Right on cue.
Of course, here is the other. Seekers of forbidden knowledge always have their pursuers. If you came for Nayland Ralloc, he has been and gone. So much is fleeting. But I remain. And I remain the man I was. Rajavari.
What precisely are you?
Janor Foita, Zademo, Ragorant, Rakuluglex.
Your pet is brighter than he looks.
That would be awesome, Luke.
When my body
And
failed
once again,
me,
I appreciate
I refused to become one with the Force. How could I? The Jedi were still imperfect. Here, in my laboratory, I had refined certain devices. I could give one chosen apprentice decades of experience in a day. An apprentice to become worthy to carry my vision.
Your wisdom and knowledge were preserved through you and these devices you created.
I have waited for new acolytes. I believed Nayland Rallock was a suitable candidate. But disappointment. Nayland walked through the traps instead of solving them. He suffered greatly. You at least survived with your mind intact. Nayland, alas, did not.
Can anything be done for Nayland?
Possible, but doubtful. I miscalculated. Nayland's mind wasn't equal to the wisdom he demanded. I have made not a successor, but a monster. Nayland will not remake the Jedi. He wishes to destroy them and everything else on this world, beginning with the Great Forge, where lightsabers are made. Without the Forge, the Jedi lose their martial power. You must stop Nayland before he destroys it.
I thought you intended to destroy the Jedi. You attacked the Council.
I sought to cleanse them, to begin anew. Nayland wants only ashes. That weapon won't suffice against Nayland, but you carry the hilt of the First Blade, an old friend. Simple procedure would convert it to a working lightsaber hilt, and perhaps a crystal from the Forge caves to power it, given its age.
Finally, I will carry the weapon of a Jedi.
Pass through the caves and seek the Forge at the mountain summit. Stop Nayland, this abomination my knowledge has created.
Okay, so get some interesting options here. I'd like to help you pass on, or give me your wisdom instead. It's either 2 or 3, but I kind of want to see both. Oof. What do we do? What do we do? What do we do? Yeah, I normally only play stealth classes too, Dark Dragon. I am considering switching to Shadow already. Option 2. Oh, okay. I need to turn on the alignment thing so I can actually see that. So 3 is a dark side option. I don't know why that's a light side option. And this is neutral. I'd like to help you pass on. Why would that be neutral? Shouldn't that be a light side option too? I'd like to help you pass on. I feel like that should be a light side option. Oh, it's been so long since I played a gunslinger. So long, so long. Okay, I think I'm going to go with option 2.
Master Rajavari, you've held on to this existence for thousands of years. Perhaps it's time for it to end.
Ah, child. You see only what the Jedi are, but I saw what could have been. My colleagues wouldn't listen. I spoke of strength, they cowered. I spoke of a golden age. They chattered of overstepping ourselves. It will happen. Someday, the right acolyte will carry my vision.
Alright, alright. So it's a light side option to say another Nalan, you idiot. You already made us stronger. Your vision led to suffering. Ooh, okay, okay, okay. Oh, what's going to be the right one here? Fair enough, dark voice. You believe option 2 is the right one? If you remember right? Okay. Alright, let's go with it. One would be the Jedi option. I think that's probably like the logical thing to say in response to him. But option 2 is the emotional response. Let's see how this plays out.
You thought Nayland Rallick was the right acolyte. Now he's a threat to everything you helped to create.
You followed. There will be others. What is waiting to me? Go. Stop Nayland before he destroys the Jedi Order. Someday, I will see it saved.
Okay. Okay. Maybe we speak to him again? I feel like we probably do. Gather a lightsaber crystal. Could just claim one from collections. Huh. Okay. Rub a lamp and he gets something to it. Nah, just bring the Inquisitor in. Inquisitor will take care of it. Yeah, it makes sense to pick those combat styles. I should probably pick Shadow, really. You like Nadia? Probably use Nadia in this playthrough, I think, because she's one of the companions I haven't really learned much about, to be fair. And what do you know? I already married her and freed her. That's brilliant, Dark. Love it. Oh, this guy's fighting the big dude. Need some help, bro. Boom. Love how the music got serious then. To the forge. Oof. That sucks, Luke. One would have been the better option, but nothing really changed. There was just an additional line at the ending of the scene. Okay. I think we maybe see him again. I could be wrong. Yeah, I think I am wrong, actually. I don't think they do see anything. I think that was it. Yeah. I'm not too interested in the day and night stuff either, to be honest. Seems like a footnote in content updates. It's like filler content during filler content. It's weird, but you know, I understand some people are into them, so whatever. God damn it, Luke. You probably are right. Is Day and Night the best alternative to the Mando storyline? I mean, when you put it like that, maybe. You know? It's kind of a cool looking cutscene. I think I'll record this one. Bring me back. Sweet. Cough. Talking about that guy. Do you really think it's the voice actor availability though? Because how many voice lines does Kira need to do? Like, it wouldn't be many. I mean, most of the cutscenes on average have been about 4 minutes so far. So if you was to assume 50%, if they was to be talking 100% of the time, and then 50% of that time was Kira, then she would only need to be speaking for about 2.5 minutes, which at most is probably like 15 to 20 minutes in the recording booth, just sort of going through it. I don't think it'd actually be like a super lengthy process or anything for the voice actors. Just in my personal opinion on that. contractual headbutts is probably a bit more on point there. Oh, Luke, we could talk like forever about that. We really could. Be millions. Hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of different ideas we could come up with. It totally easy. I already do quite often, you know? I wish I was consistent enough to do something like a podcast, to be honest, because it is something I've thought about in the past. Could be cool, could be cool. Maybe if they do a new expansion, we could do a podcast then, when there's actually some buzz around the game. I get quite hesitant to make different types of content for this game sometimes, just because it's got such a small viewership on YouTube. So I like to prioritize my content. I don't really want to sink like weeks into something if it's not going to be productive for the channel necessarily. Unless it's something I'm really passionate about, and I'm gonna do it, of course. Alright, it's the forge time.
Dornor Basrum, the Endekrus, Sankalis, Morta Vrapsak, Skojarad Mask Osla, Svetod Trangis, Unta Polua, Yorska Pokret.
I'm going to record this cutscene.
Dornor Basrum, the Endekrus, Sankalis, Morta Vrapsak, Skojarad Mask Osla, Svetod Trangis, Unta Polua, Yorska Pokret.
Rajavari instructed me. I have the crystal. I think I'm ready.
Rad Oras Tajaba, Kur Unskala, Oreflex Rajul Raunari, Do Unskka, Vetoskus Zarsk, Nodorsk Tajaba.
Alright. Pretty cool cutscene. Can't complain. I'll have that green cola crystal for now. Yeah, definitely a good cutscene. I give you 1,000 credits to not ask me about Darth Vader again. I mean, Kaizen is an interesting companion, but it's just not as interesting as someone like Kem Val.
Fitting that it's you, armed with the last lightsaber this forge will ever make. Look at her. Another Jedi to nod and preach and do nothing while the Flesh Raiders ravage our home. I know Rajavari's secrets. Horrors that the Jedi, this Jedi, have been chasing, and only I can protect us, our families, and our future.
I'd like to hear what the others make of your opinions.
Nayland, this is... You're going too far. How is this protecting us?
I did this for all of you. If you can't see the danger, I'll show you myself.
Nayland, I don't want to kill you.
Then don't fight back. Let's have this done.
I'd like to hope that they would do another expansion as big as those previous ones, but we shall see. Hey, what's up, Cyberdark? Don't think I saw you slip into the stream. How long have you been in?
I'd forgotten the smell of my own blood. I yield.
You beat Nayland Rallick? Please, you're not going to kill him.
Let me tell you what I find interesting about Kem Val. He had a 1 versus 1 fight with Tulak Horde. That's what's cool about him. Like, you find that out about anybody, and you are instantly friends. Like, as a Sith, you are not buying that dude a beer. Like, if you fight Tulak Horde, live to tell the tale, become his legendary assassin and friend and companion over the thousands of years, and you're still alive, yeah, I'm buying you a beer. And you're gonna be with me.
The decision isn't up to me. I should consult the council first.
But we still lose him. The village needs Nayland's help. How are we going to keep it together?
Kalikori village is greater than one man. You will survive if you stand together.
Kalikori. It's an ideal. Greater than one man. We'll survive if we work together.
We can carry Nayland to the temple, Master Jedi. He still belongs to us.
Good stuff, Cyberdark. I am surviving.
Perhaps not, but this is a beginning, not an end. Herald of the Scorekeeper, what is that? If you truly believe I am this herald, I'll do my best to live up to the name.
Yep, Tulak Horde is a legendary duelist, as Kreia described it. The Sith of Hadir were children playing with toys, compared to the prowess of the ancients, referring to Tulak Horde, of course. Arkan romance is a terrible idea. Yeah, we probably shouldn't be having any Arkan offspring. Just saying. Probably not a good idea. Report to the Jedi Council. Hey, what's up, Charles? Yeah, it's nice to be playing, you know? Just going through some story for the Jedi Consular. I'm actually about to wrap up, though. We're gonna go through this final cutscene. Probably get the thing to go to the Imperial, or the Republic fleet, rather. And then I'm probably going to wrap up the stream. Because I can smell food in the oven, and I'm going to eat it. I'm going to devour it. Holy Rayla, that's Jesus Christ. Had to say it, didn't you? Had to say it.
We've been waiting for you, Padawan. You've already met Master Jarek. This is Master Satil Shan.
I've been treating Nayland Ralak. The pilgrims who carried him here told us of your battle. Remarkable.
I would have brought a peaceful solution if I could, Master.
Peace is the ideal, Padawan, but there is no shame in defending yourself.
Seems we have much to learn about the villagers. Perhaps we should rethink our position.
Enough, enough. Padawan, the Fount of Rajivari, you actually set foot there? Please, tell me everything.
Master Rajavari himself spoke to me. What was left of him.
You saw a force apparition of Rajivari? This is extraordinary.
Seems you may have been right, Yuan. I apologize. To you and your Padawan.
No longer a Padawan. She carries a lightsaber. She has proven herself. I have only one last question before her training's complete. At the moment, Nayland Ralak is resting in a Kolto tank. When he's well, what should become of him?
Nayland proved he has great strength in the Force. Maybe he has a future with us.
And bring reconciliation between us and the villagers. A sound idea.
We judge you ready to accept your place as a Jedi. Yuan, if you would.
Before this council, I take from you the title of Padawan. I name you a full Jedi of our order. Honor the past. Work for the future. May the Force be always with you. You've done so well, my student. I'm...
Master Yuan?
Come away. Yuan, can you hear me? Yuan is resting comfortably for now. It seems she's suffering some kind of illness. I can't lie to you. Her condition is grave.
Master Yuan had been acting strangely.
You knew Yuan was ill and didn't inform us?
I thought you were friends. We could have helped her.
We're sending Yuan to Coruscant. Our researchers there have been recovering artifacts from the first Jedi Temple. They may have something to cure Yuan. Take a shuttle and join Yuan on Coruscant. She will need your help.
Yes, Master.
Meantime, assure Yuan we will be studying your discoveries about Rajavari. Some of the claims his apprentices recorded bear investigation. When you reach Coruscant, go to our embassy in the Senate Tower and find a researcher called Atros Finn. He'll be expecting you. Good luck. to you both, and may the Force be with you.
Alright. I actually think that's a better cutscene than what the Jedi Knight one had, in terms of meeting the Council anyways. Water shuttle to the Republic fleet. Excellent. Alright. We actually made it through Typhon for the Jedi Consular. It's amazing. This is much further than I got in that one video I made for a long time ago. You know? Incredible that we made it this far. Absolutely incredible. Nah, thank you, Luke. Thank you for joining. Right, I'm definitely going to be finishing up now. So, thanks to everybody who came to hang out tonight. Y'all are awesome. And there was lots of you tonight, which is always cool. Always cool. So, I don't know exactly when I'll be streaming again. Could be tomorrow. You know, it could be next week. My streaming schedule is usually a bit sporadic, you know? And I'm probably going to be playing a little bit off stream as well. So if I've made progress, don't let that surprise you. Don't let that surprise you. Alright guys, you take it easy. Have a great rest of your night, and thank you once again for joining me. And I hope to catch you again next time. Peace out, guys.